Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, the tarot I'm going to use, Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. At the bottom here, you can see the website, llewellyn.com, and a couple other social media links. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you need more time to absorb that, if you're interested. The Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. There's some information on the back here. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out. There's a website. I'm pretty sure there's websites down here if you need to see them a little closer. There's more. There's ColetteBaronReed.com at the end of that paragraph with her picture next to it. I believe there's a HayHouseRadio.com there, and you could go to HayHouse.com as well if you look up Hay House. A couple other websites at the bottom. There's also about the illustrator, Jenna. There's Jenna's full name. And I believe at the bottom here, there's some websites that are geared towards her. Okay, so that's the Oracle cards. And last but not least, the dice. I got different dice now. Can I use the back of this maybe? No, I don't think that's going to work. Well, hopefully this is one of the dice, the 14-sided dice I got for part of it. I'll have to explain that in a second. mathartfun.com. And the bigger dice, the 21-sided dice, this is where that came from. Tom Anders, and then there's a website there. There's a QR code I'll show you in a second if you're interested in this, in case that is of benefit to you. I used the 21. This is going to be the 21-sided dice for the major arcana. It is missing 0 for the Fool, but still I make it work. And the other one is the 14-sided dice, which I use from 1 to King, King being the 14th. Number 14, so as it goes up. 10, 11 would be Page, 12 is Knight, 13 Queen, 14 King, if you're interested to know that. Alright, and with that being said, if you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And now, on to your read. Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aries? You got the, alright, let me get them down. I know I get a little ahead of myself, so let's just get them all down. Excuse me. Ooh, the Phoenix showed up. Okay, so the Phoenix is showing up. I keep getting something about cycles and addressing cycles. I want to say Pisces had it show up for them. I think Scorpio showed it in their environment. So the Phoenix is really kind of like, it's an energy that builds, gets stronger, burns bright, then burns out, and then crashes. So if we keep that in mind, I do feel, because I'm also getting at the end here, this whatever the situation is, it does have its season, it has its cycle. If you're aware of it, and you're like on point, like I know what this is good now, and it's still getting better, that way if it starts dipping down, you're kind of like, instead of thinking, well, maybe it'll swoop back up. No, it's not going to swoop back up. It's about to crash and burn. Let me get off the bird before I crash with the bird. I'm just saying. Love you, Phoenix, by the way. I don't mean that derogatory. Where is this starting from? You've struggled. You have struggled. It might be with learning something. Something had a lot of rules and a lot that I had to like just do what I could in the moment. A lot of rules. You struggled with getting yourself in the right position and dealing with these rules and dealing with these boundaries. And I can only go so far at a time. Aries usually goes gung ho, is how I usually take it. They're either in or they're out. Whatever this was, it's only like I could only go 3 steps at a time, and then I had to wait, and I hated it. I didn't have a choice. There's boundaries, there's rules, and then when I was able to go 3 more steps, I did that quick. And then I waited. You've struggled with this situation a lot. Through this, you've also made a lot of plans. Whatever it is you've been learning, I also feel like you have reinforced, because it's kind of like this is as far as I could go. So it's kind of like if you're learning the alphabet, for example, just to make it really simple. I got A, B, C, and they didn't give me any more information. So I got as much information about A, B, and C as I could. I wrote it as many different ways as I could, all the different sounds they make, the sounds they can make together, all that stuff. I did everything I could with those 3. The next 3 came in. D, E, F. I learned as much about those, same thing, and I added them into what I already knew. I learned as much as possible. I went overboard with it because it's like there's nothing else I could do with it, so I feel like I maxed it out. Whatever this is, you have really learned a lot. You're way beyond most people. Because they slowed you down and made you go so slow, whatever it is, I feel like you know it inside and out. I get the Hierophant coming in with the Phoenix. This situation is like there's a very, very strong foundation for you, but they're like saying that cycle of the Phoenix that I talked about before, explained before. Keep that in mind. Keep whatever the situation is. I feel like you're still in like the baby portion of it, in the sense of like it hasn't really taken off and started to fly yet. Maybe more adolescent. I don't know. You haven't started to fly on your own yet. That's for sure. Whatever the situation is. Now, what is this? The moon showing up in your favor. I get that. The moon card isn't out, but it's showing up in a couple different cards, and it's very prominent. So I'm getting like something unexpected is going your way. The Death card and the 3 of Pentacles reversed. The Death card is reversed too, actually. No more work is needed. I feel like when I'm seeing this, I almost feel like between the two of this, something is being moved out of your way. The 8 of Cups is usually moving on from something good for something better, like leaving something behind. But I feel like maybe somebody else is moving out of your way. Something else is going on to something better. Somebody else is like, oh, look at that, shiny, pretty, let me go over there. And I feel like somebody else is helping it here. Somebody else is very casually like pointing out something like, oh, by the way, person in Aries way. Did you notice that over there? And they're like, what? And they see it, and they go for it, and they're out of your way. Something is, like, somebody is helping this. I'm also seeing this in the environment, the Queen of Swords, so somebody's very smart in how they're handling it. Somebody is helping to remove a block for you. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. Why do we end up over here like this, though? So, you got the Fool coming in. We got to be careful with this, though. Why does Aries have to be careful with the Fool? Because it's not expected. I get that. You got the Star card reversed, and you got the 7 of Fire right side up. And you also got this, the Lady of Lightning, which sometimes talk about the same. Sometimes this is a lot like. Sometimes it's like the Tower card. I don't think that's what this is. I'm getting more of like a Frankenstein's monster, that type of thing. Dr. Frankenstein and his monster, however you want to put that. Because I'm getting like the raising of the platform to be hit by the lightning to create new life. That's what I'm getting from this. Like somebody is trying to create new life in this situation. You want to be on board with this and realize what's actually going on. Somebody wants something. You're being the block is being moved out of your way for you to move forward, but somebody definitely is expecting something from you in doing so. I feel like it's unspoken. As long as you have an eye on it and you see what needs to happen and you're aware of what they want, you're good. The thing is, if the sooner you see it, the better. There's a chance here that this might make you very uncomfortable because they're saying don't go the 3 of Swords way. When you realize that somebody is using you to their benefit, this doesn't have to be a crash and burn moment. If you're aware of it, yeah, they're using you for their advantage. you just turn the tables and make sure you get what you want too. I don't know. I keep getting this is the nature of the beast for this situation. So this for a lot of you is probably like a work thing or a business thing because I'm getting that nature of the beast. I feel like I hear that a lot with business. Doesn't have to be. It's a general read. As long as you see the truth of it, that'll take you into a whole new version of this situation. Because if you see it like, oh, they're using me, that's why they're moving me ahead, it's going to center your energy and like, this person's not going to get the best of me energy, and it's going to kind of dampen your energy. See it, know it's there, but make sure you, all right, they want that, well then I want this. Or maybe I don't know what I want yet, but when I see it, they're going to help me get it, and I'm going to make sure they help me get it because I'm not going to keep helping them if they don't. Something like that, like it's the nature of the beast. That's I keep getting is the nature of the beast. If you're able to do this, whatever the situation is, again, the phoenix shows up, which might also show you in the sense of like whoever this is moving you ahead, you're only good to them as long as you get them what they want. All right, that's fine. Make sure you get what you want in that same time frame, because once it's over, once they got what they want, they don't know you. They don't know you. All right, that's how it is. As long as you have your eye on the prize, you be like, okay, that's how this is working. I'm not saying it's okay that it's the nature of the beast, but I keep getting it over and over again. You have good cards over here. The moon card, half in, half out. Not everything's going to make sense. Queen of fire, half in, half out. So not everything's going to make sense. There's going to be some action that just kind of seems to not make sense. The Queen of Fire, half in, half out, kind of makes me feel like there's action within action at the same time. It's kind of like, somebody like, cleaning house but not inviting anybody over to see it. Like somebody, it's kind of like that's what it seems like. So it's kind of like things kind of make sense and they don't. All right, they want to have a clean house, that's great, but why are they cleaning it up like 50 people are going to show up? Like, why are they doing such a deep clean and making everything so pretty and nice? I don't see anybody showing up. Something's happening. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Make sure you claim what you want before the time passes. I feel like that's what this is about. Because the Ace of Cups is going to show up for you. You may not know what you want in the beginning. There will be a point where you see it. When you see what you want, don't hesitate to get it. Make sure you use this person to your advantage the same way they're using you to their advantage. Because there's only a season. It's not going to last forever. When you see what you want, push it forward. Get what you want. It's only fair. If they're getting what they want from you, you should get what you want from them. It's only fair. It's like the balance. They won't give that balance unless you kind of push it. You got to push it. And I feel like Aries has the guts to do so. Let's do it. They're going to give you a little bit more of a heads up here. I don't know. I want to be kind of careful about this. So we got the Emperor upside down, and we got the Page of Cups. This person, I do think they like you. But the Emperor upside down is like, that's somebody strategizing to their own benefit without care of other people. That's when it's reversed. And there's also the Devil card going in here with the Web Weaver. Be careful not to make an enemy here. With the Devil and the Web Weaver, if this person feels like they're angry or they have some type of, what do you call it? Axe to burn? No, it's not the way you say it. If they have some type of grudge against you, they'll remember that. And they'll play it very quietly and very shrewdly until they get a chance to get the way they feel is even. Be careful not to make an enemy of this, because this person will wait. They'll wait to get their moment, and then they will get you back if they think they need to get you back. It's all in their head. Keep that in mind. If they feel like they need to get you back, they'll get you back 10 times for whatever you got to them. So if for example, if they think you stole $10 for them, they'll take you for 100 later. Be careful. Be careful with them. So say keep an eye on this one. This one's a little bit tricky. Granted, if you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. Clearly. But they're saying if they're going to play you, you might as well play them back. It seems like it's the nature of the beast. Just be careful not to make an enemy out of it. Just be careful. Because they will wait. And again, if they think you took $10 from them, they'll wait and they'll take 100 from you. Keep that in mind. Makes me a little bit nervous, but I feel like you can handle it. Are we good? I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.